Hmm. All right. Looks like we're all live. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Today we are with Mr. Usman Bhatt. Usman, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. It's
Today,
pretty nice. Thank you so much for your time. We're here to basically talk about how to optimize your business and your website for local SEO.
fantastic.
All right, awesome. We're really happy to hear your take on it, your opinions, and the sort of insight that you have. But for starters, could you give us a brief introduction about yourself and your business?
Okay, so as for the background, I started RepairDesk about 5 years ago. Before RepairDesk, I was running a web design firm. I did that for 5 years and loved it. And this has given me a chance to work with hundreds and thousands of businesses around the world. And I truly believe on organic marketing. Today, we have spent like just less than $500 on paid advertisement. As for my background, I studied business and programming, but my specialization was in finance. I wasn't good at any of those, and I started a job in sales. So yeah, that's a quick background. Would you be able to give a quick introduction for yourself?
All right, sure. So I work as the deputy manager for content here at RepairDesk. My background basically entails over 5 years of experience. I started out working as a content writer and worked my way up towards the level of deputy manager for it. When I joined RepairDesk about a year ago, we decided to take things, we decided to up our scale with the amount of content that we had. So we went from blogs to writing more about guest blogging, and we started doing a lot of stuff. And this is our next project where we're going to be introducing a web series and hopefully carrying it on into the future, talking about major stuff that happens in the industry in general and sharing business insight.
Okay,
right, that's
great. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it as well. So yeah, so once again, thank you so much for joining us. So the conversation that we're supposed to have today is about how you can use local SEO to optimize your website and in turn gain more traffic, more leads, and more business. Mm-hmm. So for starters, we'd like to discuss the term local SEO. Could you give us a brief description of what local SEO is?
Mm. So there are two types of SEO you do. One is local SEO, and then one is global SEO. Global SEO is, let's say, if you're running an e-commerce store and you want to target the entire US, then you should optimize your website for for the entire US. However, mostly these cell phone repair stores they do repairs in 15 miles, or 30-mile radius, or 50-mile radius. So they need to work on local SEO. Now, local SEO is basically optimizing your business page or website so that if someone is running a cell phone repair store in Baltimore or New York or or Chennai or Lahore, that's where our Genius Center is. Let's say if I run a repair center in Baltimore, I want to optimize my website so that if someone searches for iPhone repair store, iPhone repair in Baltimore, I should be on the first page of Google. Now there are multiple ways to do that, and I'll be sharing that down.
All right, that's great. We're really excited to hear more about it. So now that we've talked a little bit about how local SEO, is basically, focusing on a certain area, a certain region. Suppose, say, the area of Baltimore, or maybe New York or Texas. So the next question that comes around is, how do you optimize your listings for local SEO?
Okay, so it's not rocket science. Anyone can learn it. You don't need to be a programmer first. So local SEO is all about your business listings on multiple websites. So for starter, Google, your listing on Google. Mm-hmm. So I've often seen that businesses register their website on Google Businesses, which is great. However, things they don't do is they don't optimize their website, their Google Business listing, so it appears on the first page, which helps them rank on first page of Google. Mm-hmm. So some of the things you can do is, let's say if you are a store owner of Forever Wireless and your store is in Baltimore, and if you want to optimize your Google listing, You should make sure that you upload your store logo, you provide your business name over there, and then when you provide your description, try to add your keywords over there. So the description should not be like computer repair in Baltimore. You need to add more keywords. It should be you're allowed to enter up to 150 or more words over there. So try to add as many keywords, and you're not supposed to just stuff keywords. It should be humanly readable. So your purpose should be to add as many keywords over there. So which will allow you increase your chances to be on first page of Google. Another thing you can do is Google allows you to upload images. So you need to make sure that you take complete you should upload images over there. You can upload your product images, upload a nice photo of your store, and yes, here's my coffee. Thank you so much.
There we go, RepairDesk branded coffee. There we are.
Yes.
Right.
We should send some of these to our customers.
Absolutely. We should definitely go for that. Right. So you were talking about uploading images.
So businesses should upload their images for their store, for their products, and then Google allows you to select your category. Make sure you're selecting the right category, and then add some tags over there. Now, Google Business is just one area where you should list your website. Now, you need to make sure all the business directories that are available in US, you go over there and then register your website. If you have local chamber of commerce, make sure that you are registered over there. If you have
we have a Yelp.
You have Yelp. Make sure you're registered on Yelp, Monta, Yahoo, Bing. So make sure all these business listings you're registered over there. After the video is finished, I'm going to share a link for SEO Most which allows you to enter your website and your address, and then it shows that how your website is doing in terms of local SEO, and then they provide you a list of websites where you should be listed, registered. So that is very important. And one thing which is very important is if you are using a description and product images and business name and address and phone number, make sure that your information is same across all the listings. Mm-hmm. Some of the listings which I would definitely recommend are obviously Google Business Listing, Yahoo, Bing, Monta, Yelp, and then you can find other business directory, Yellow Pages. So this gives an indication to Google that okay, you are not just a small business. And then it increases your credibility in front of Google and increases your chance to be on first page of Google.
All right. So from what I gather, it's basically you have to go to all these services. Suppose Google My Business, local listings, Yelp, Bing, Yahoo, and over there you're supposed to create your business listing over there. And not only that, you're supposed to put in more content, more information over there.
And the content should be same across all these business listings. That is very important.
All right. Yes, of course. Like the name, the address, the phone number, your details, your product line, the sort of categories that you cater to. And once that's done, your search is more optimized towards the local area that you operate in. Mm-hmm. Because once you enter the location and once you go around in that circle, then people searching you will definitely find you. All right, that's right. Okay, so this is more about local listings and how you can use those to improve your local SEO. What about when it comes to websites? How can we optimize our websites for local SEO?
Great question. There are multiple things you should do to make sure that which will allow you to improve your rankings organically. So the first thing is whenever you search on Google, let's say if you go to Google and you type in iPhone repair in iPhone 7 repair in Baltimore, and then Google will display you search result which will have 10 or 15 websites over there. Now, in order to win your position over there, you see, a small text title, which is called, meta title. If you talk about SEO in SEO terms, and then it also displays a description over there. So it displays a meta description. So it starts from there. Make sure that you use a page title which has your keywords. So let's say you can have it like, you need to do some sort of research on, and the best way to do is go to Google, see what your competitors are doing, and try to optimize that.
That's
if you want to hack it, and then see what description they are using, use synonyms, and then add it over there. I did that multiple times. I did that even for RepairDesk. It works. So you can try that as well. So one is page title, meta description. Then let's say if you have a banner on your website, you need to make sure that you're using a heading tag, H1 tag. Now in H1 tag, you can mention again this keyword: iPhone, Apple, Samsung expert in Baltimore, so that if anyone search for iPhone or iPhone repair Baltimore, it's in your H1 tag. It should be in your in your page title. It should be in your meta description, and that's not all. So you need to make sure that on your homepage, for keywords you're trying to target, you need to they are mentioned over there. You have you should repeat them time and time again. It should not be keyword stuffing where you're just typing in keywords, it should be humanly readable, good content. Another thing you should look out for, that the website should be mobile optimized. If you want to rank higher, make sure that you have purchased an SSL and installed it on your website. Another thing you can do is create a XML sitemap. There are hundreds of websites that allow you to generate free XML sitemap and upload it on your website. And another thing which you will see a lot of these businesses, big websites like CPR, Ubreak, iFix, what they do is, let's say if they want to go optimize their website, obviously you cannot put everything on your homepage, right?
That's true.
So for each keyword you want to target, let's say for iPhone, you should create a separate area on your website, and then under iPhone you can create iPhone 7, iPhone 8, there's no iPhone 9, right? iPhone 10, iPhone 11. So I was just confirming with you. So yeah, you should create these pages and then try to optimize these pages as well. It sounds like a lot of work, but if you don't do this work, you will not be on first page of Google. And if you're not there, chances are that you cannot scale your business, because a famous supplier, Saad from Mobile Centric, said that evolve or die. So yeah, either these independent stores, they need to learn marketing and concentrate on their businesses, improve their processes, or chances are bigger corporations will take over their place now. Yeah.
All right. So that's actually pretty good, interesting insight, because we've often heard the word metadata, and we've heard the keywords are the way to go, but to actually be able to use them smartly, where they're needed and how to basically implement them on your website, that's what I feel a lot of people don't know. And to be able to learn that sort of stuff is important if you want to be able to use SEO to its fullest. We all know the term, but it's basically how we use it precisely to make everything work in our favor. I think that's where we're lacking. And by this sort of information, obviously people are more aware, and now they can do it better. So when we talk about keywords, I want to be able to know, are keywords basically restricted to a certain region? And if they are, how do we go for those keywords? How do we target those local keywords that are circulating in your area?
So one good way to find what keywords to target is go to so Google has a paid tool, Advert Planner. Okay, so you can go over there and do some research on how much traffic is generated against a particular keyword, and it gives you keyword suggestions as well. Like if you want to target, you can check in your POS. Let's say if you're using RepairDesk, you can check what are the most popular repairs you're doing, and or high profit margin repairs you're doing. So, and then let's say if it is iPhone 7 screen repair because screen are cheaper, you can then see how many people are searching for iPhone 7 screen repair or relevant keywords through Google Keyword Planner, and then now you have two options: either to run paid advertising. Now Google doesn't allow you to run paid ads anymore since last December. Right. So your only way to get traffic is organically. Now what you can do is create a new landing page for iPhone 7 iPhone 7 repair, add all sort of repairs, and then the page should be nice. It allows customers to book an appointment, or your phone number should be easily there. Your book an appointment or contact us link should be easily visible to customers, so they can. So every page should have a CTA, call to action, and it should be easily visible to customers. So even if they are viewing from the mobile or from a computer, just consider, let's say if you're a cell phone store owner, just consider if you are a customer of this website, visiting this website, will you buy or book a repair from this, and what kind of improvements you can think of. So coming back to your question, you can use Google Keyword Planner to find out keywords and then create pages, relevant pages on your website, new pages, and then add some keyword, add some content over there, and then you need to have someone in your team or yourself to write blogs where you talk about these sort of interesting topics which people are looking for. Now, another way to think of, let's say if you're short of topics, you don't know what topic to talk about, just go to competitor website and see what they have, and then go to Fiverr or Upwork, Freelancer, and hire someone who will write content for $20 or $30, and then you just read it and just post it on your website. But one advice I would suggest: let's say if you leave from your home to your office at 9 or 8:30, you need to give your business at least your business marketing at least 30 to 60 minutes a day. If you don't do that, if you don't evolve, chances are in 5 years your business will start declining, or you'll not be
seeing any growth,
or you'll not be seeing any growth. But if you focus on learning SEO, marketing, and doing stuff yourself, so you can teach someone how to do it in your team, that is very important now. So try to leave early, sit somewhere nice like this room, or Starbucks. I hate Starbucks.
That's all right.
I love Pete's coffee, but why would someone pay $5 for a coffee when you can make it for 20 cents? But that's a separate topic.
Absolutely.
So leave from home early, spend 30 minutes where no one is there, and try to learn about SEO and write content. Have someone look after your social media. If you don't know someone, there's a great company in St. Louis which offer this service, Upplug. I'll also tag their founder and share their page. They can reach out to them, and what they do is they provide you list of content which goes on your social media, and they have built some sort of crazy technology, and businesses should check them out.
All right, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure our customers would be really interested in that sort of service.
Sure.
By the way, we do have a question and answer session at the end of this. So if there are any people who do have questions, you can put them down and we will definitely answer them later.
Looks like a lot of people are still sleeping in US.
Yeah, well, it's pretty early morning, so we have to give them the benefit of the doubt. So, all right, so we've talked quite a lot about local SEO. We talked about keywords. We talked about optimization. Now, how do we talk about maintenance? So how do we talk about being able to have all of this and then keeping it maintained on your local SEO operations?
Mm-hmm. When you're running a business, let's say you need to constantly, you need to ensure that, let's say, if your website starts showing on Google, and to maintain this position, you have to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
One thing you can do is, again, content is king. I read or I heard in a video that if you have a book of content, you should publish on your website.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to make sure that you rank higher or you maintain your position, make sure that you are constantly producing quality content that goes on your blog.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Now, another thing you can do is try to find out, not only that you can post your blogs on your website, but you can also see where people are asking these sort of questions. So let's say if you have a Facebook local group, you should post your promotions over there. Now you can also go to Reddit or Quora, where you post questions, answer to people questions over there with your link. Another thing you can do is you write content and then publish it on websites like Medium, medium.com. That's a very powerful way. Now, let's say I might be the guy who had 50,000 followers on Instagram in Philadelphia, and he's doing really, really well. And what he did was when he started his business, he hired influencers who came to his store, and then they talked about local influencers, and they talked about his business, and and he posted, put some marketing material outside his store, and then everywhere in his area. He spent a lot of money on over there. Now, eventually, what he started doing, where he was getting a lot of traffic, was Instagram. So, you need to post content like, prepare videos of fixing phones and put it on YouTube, on how-to videos on YouTube and Instagram. So people know that you are an authority in this business.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing you can do is you can do tons of stuff, and the best way to find out what you should do is see what your competitor is doing and try to do it better, cheaper, faster.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. But coming back to your question, ask for local websites, partner up with them, ask them to write a blog about you, because your chances increase if you are getting a backlink, a mention about your website from relevant industry.
Mm-hmm.
So someone who has domain authority of 30 or 40 or even 20, and they talk about you, and they with a link about you, they publish a story about you, that will increase your chances on getting higher rankings organically. I hope this answers your question.
Yeah, absolutely. The answer. All right, so maintaining good local SEO does require that we sort of work outside of our website and onto other places. We partner up and use backlinks, use more connections that take people to our website. And we do that in a local sphere, by reaching out to local influencers, such as some sort of local news service or some website that can cover you. That helps out as well.
Okay, so we Yadav. Hello, Yadav. Sorry, you had to wake up early for this session, but looks like he has posted a question: how the local map SEO works. So, local map SEO is again similar to getting your website optimized locally. It's the second question Nosher asked, which was, how do you optimize your listing for local SEO? Again, to optimize your website, just to reiterate, you need to make sure that you're entering the right address, your business name is correct, and then in your meta description, add keywords over there. See what keywords your competitors have entered, or what keywords some of the big names are using, how the description is written, and try to write a better description. And then upload your store and product images. I believe Google allows you to upload 10 images.
Absolutely.
So I hope this answers your question. And one thing I also want to offer is, let's say if you are an independent repair store. I love working with small businesses because I was a small business once. I still feel like a small business. If you have a website and you want to find out what things you can do to be on first page of Google, if you're struggling, there's no one to look after you. I'll share a link. I'll share my email address, or we'll share a link with everyone, which they can fill out a form, and our SEO team will look at your website for free, and then we'll share suggestions with you on how to optimize it. And then, if you would like to book a free session with us, we can also do a call where Nosher or someone from our team can also guide you throughout the process. Absolutely free, because we believe that it's time for us to give back to the community, because the community has given us so much. Now it's time for us to help them, be more productive, get more customers.
Absolutely.
Get the word out.
Absolutely. So our main focus with that will basically be to help empower these businesses.
Yes.
Because right now they have no idea of how to work with them, or if they're doing it, maybe aren't able to do it that well. So since we have the expertise, we feel that we can provide them a great service with this. And that's basically our aim, is to help people, help small businesses rise up and empower themselves. And with that, we have that sort of plan coming along.
Fantastic. Because in the past, I've worked with insurance companies, and I did some consultancy for insurance firms in Malaysia, who had locations in different parts of South Asia. I worked with businesses in Australia, New Zealand, US, Canada, UK, Europe, India. I haven't worked with someone in Pakistan, but Middle East. So I want people to benefit from our experience, and so they're not spending thousands of dollars on marketing and or think that they need thousands of dollars. To start a business. You just need crazy amount of energy, and so you don't run out of it. And obviously some runway cash, and as you move forward, things start improving.
And definitely lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee.
All right, so let's move on with our session. So now that we've talked about a lot about how we can maintain good local SEO, what sort of role does advertising play in that sphere? So basically, how does advertising your website help with local SEO, and how can you do it in a proper manner?
Sure. There are a lot of things you can do. Let's say if you're in Australia, what I've seen is a lot of people post on Gumtree. If you're in Canada, people post on Kijiji. I hope I pronounce it properly. And then there's one for US as well. So make sure that you not just post you posting your ads or promotions on these local websites, and then you should install Google Analytics or to track if you are getting traffic from there as well.
All right. Okay.
So run paid ads over there. Or create a free listing. If they allow you to run paid ads, that's good. See if it works. Do A/B test and see if it works or not. And then yes, so Facebook groups. A lot of cities has local Facebook groups. You can partner up with a Facebook group, Facebook group owner, and then run your promotions over there. If you want to do it offline, let's say go to see where people are going for their cellular needs. Let's say if there's an AT&T store or a Boost store near you or Verizon store, try to develop a relationship with them. Try to develop a relationship with their staff. Have some sort of referral program, and they should be able to crack that as well. And for every customer they refer, you pay some sort of residual to them, 10%, 20% commission, and talk to schools, insurance companies, where let's say if they need B2B repair company, you can provide the services. By the way, RepairDesk has a module for that allow you to, if you want to work yourself as a repair depot, you can use customer portal, where you provide your portal access to someone, and then they should be able to see all the tickets and invoices and make payment for them. It's very useful and free as well.
All right, that's awesome. I'd actually like to elaborate on this sort of question. Now, when we talk about advertising, we have two different sections. One is paid advertising, where people spend money and they get leads in return. However, the other side of it is when you don't want to spend money, you have to go towards organic. And there's a lot of difficulty when trying to run organic promotions, because in places sometimes where you go, they require you to pay up first. Otherwise, they won't let you advertise your business. So how do you sort of tackle that and still get your word out organically?
So again, coming back to what I said, you cannot do so. 90% of or more than 80% searches were performed by Google for finding repair companies. Now you cannot do that on Google. So either you can run paid ads on Bing or Yahoo to see if they work for you or not. Okay, so and now the only way for you to generate business is try to rank organically. So if you are a local business, I have already talked about stuff which they can do to optimize their website, and then SEO is a huge topic, and you cannot cover it in just one discussion. But look at different websites which offer free or paid tutorials on how to learn SEO. My favorite one is moz.com. Okay, it has tons of material and which you can learn to make sure that your website is ranking organically. I have when I started RepairDesk, it's a funny story that we had a really crappy website, and when we launched it, I optimized this website myself. I just added, in page title, self repair shop software, and then added some keywords and meta description, and all of a sudden we were ranking along with other competitors because there was not a lot of competition. So obviously you'll have like 50 or 100 stores in your city, or maybe 200, maybe sometimes less than 50. So it's a lot easier for you to compete with them. Make sure that you know your game, and then you're following all these steps which I mentioned in the video. And let's say if you don't have time to do that, then hire someone who knows he can do that, and to make sure. And you can find a really good SEO company outside the US. Try to find someone on Fiverr or Upwork who has done similar work. You can find it $300 or $500. Obviously, SEO takes some time. It takes, sometimes it takes, if there's a lot of competition, sometimes it takes 3 to 6 months to be on first page of Google. Or sometimes I worked on I did an SEO for a website in London. They were selling kosher meat and kosher, everything kosher. I don't know if the wine was kosher or not, but
I'm not sure about that either.
Yeah, but I worked on their website, just optimized their local side of things, and within 3 days, 34 of their keywords were on first page of Google. So if you're doing local SEO properly, your chances are that you'll be able to rank organically really quickly. So again, make sure that you have your description is correct. It has keywords, and then you're registering your website in all other business directories, and using the same description and images and phone number and all the details. And then write a lot of content on your blog, and make sure that for your website, each let's say Apple has a different page, Samsung repairs has a different page. If you, I don't know if people use Xiaomi in US, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. This is a Chinese company, so they have an issue.
And they're using, patterning. I believe they're using some of Apple design, so they cannot launch in the US.
Yeah, that's
a different topic. Controversial.
But Sony still works over there, so yeah, there's that. Okay, so my understanding of that is that once you start your SEO thing, you need to be able to sort of also keep maintaining it and keep it as an ongoing process, because it's not like a one and done kind of thing.
Yep.
You have to be able to work on it persistently if you want to stay up there. It's like all sorts of businesses. If you have to reach to the top, you have to work a lot, but then you also have to work harder to stay there. Absolutely. So it's pretty much the same thing with SEO.
Yeah, and another thing which I missed was incentivize or ask your customers to leave reviews. Because let's say someone finds your business on Google and it doesn't have any review, they will think, okay, maybe it's a startup, or they're just starting up, or I don't know if they offer reliable service or not. And then use some sort of automation where automatically they send out an SMS or email to a customer, hey, you came in for a repair, are you happy with the repair? If there's anything we can do to make sure, let us know. It would mean a lot for us if you can leave us a review. It will help us, other consumers who are looking for self-repair in this area. So have some sort of automation built, try to collect as many reviews. Reviews doesn't help you with SEO ranking. I believe that's a misconception. I don't think so. It helps you with rankings, but it's good to have lots of reviews. And let's say if someone posts a bad review, reply to that. If Google allow you to reply to that, because obviously you have lost that customer forever, but people who are watching that review, they will see that you're doing something to fix it.
Right.
So it's important.
It's actually very interesting that you mentioned about customers leaving reviews, because that was the next question that I had. Is that here we've talked about
I'm glad I answered it already.
Yeah, I'm really glad as well. So my question was basically on when we talk about local SEO. So far we've talked about what people have been doing by themselves. Now, what can their customers do in order to help them climb up the ranks in local SEO? And like you mentioned, reviews are the way to go.
Sorry, can you come up with your question?
Right. So my question was that what can customers do to help improve your local SEO? Because up until now we've talked about you making all that effort. So what about your customers? Are they somehow involved in that process as well? And the response that you just gave was, reviews help out quite a lot. So anything else along those lines?
To be honest, I don't think customers can do much. Obviously, you can post on. To be honest, let's say, I don't think so. I cannot think of anything right now, to be honest, which I can say, which will improve. Customers can do to improve your SEO. Let's say one thing I would like to mention, which Yadak has also asked, is let's say if you have multiple stores, or how UBreakFX are optimizing their website to make sure, since they have hundreds of stores across the US. Let's say if you have multiple stores, make sure every store has its own every store has its own listing, and you try to optimize that.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, you need to optimize your website again according to that store. So create a landing page on your website. If you or try to create multiple websites. I know it seems like a lot of work, but I need to study UBreakFX or CPR to answer that question. But you can go to their website and you can ask any good SEO expert. I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing what has worked for RepairDesk, and just sharing my knowledge, which can help you with SEO. But I need to do some study, and then I'll revert back to you. Perhaps that can be a good topic of discussion on how multi-store owners can optimize their websites.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be a great conversation for future. And that's what we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to carrying this process on in the future, and which is why our viewers, their input in this is going to be very helpful. We'd love to hear more about what you guys think, the sort of questions that you have, the sort of input that you'd like to give us, and where we can take this series forward. We'd love to be able to talk more about how we can empower your business, the sort of things that you want to be able to focus on. So basically, their pain points are important to us.
Absolutely. So let us know whether you would like us to continue this web series, or we should focus only on improving RepairDesk. Or I hope this is useful. Let us know what you want to learn next, and I'll try to find someone or myself to talk about it.
Yeah, I think that'll be great. And this has been actually a pretty joyful event. I mean, I got to learn quite a lot about this. Got to learn quite a lot about your business, and it's really fun. I hope to be able to continue this in the future.
Why not?
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Usman. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Nasir. It was great sharing insights, and look forward to doing it again.
Absolutely. And thank you so much to our viewers, everyone who tuned in, everyone who posted a question. We'd love to be able to hear more about you. And please, if you have anything for us, you can feel free to discuss on our RepairDesk page or our user group, where we have a conversation going on all the time. So we'd love to hear from you. And Usman is always reachable. So Usman, could you tell us how everyone can reach you?
Well, they can send me a message on Facebook, and if I'm awake, I'll definitely reply to them. And my email is usman@repairdesk.co, not .com, co. Send me an email. I'll try to reply to your email as soon as I can. And then if you would like to give us a call, you can find a number. But reach out to me on Facebook. If you have my WhatsApp, reach out to me. Let me know if you need any help with the SEO. I'll try to connect you with my team who can take care of that. At present, I don't know a lot of people who are doing good SEO. So, but if someone need a firm that can take care of their SEO, I can try to find and connect with them. The prices will be between 400 and above.
All right. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much once again for all your time. Thank you so much, Juan. Right, and thank you everyone for tuning in. We hope to be able to see you next time. And yeah, from us here at RepairDesk, we're signing out. Right. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Have a good one.